Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, our dear friends. Welcome to the Spenducast. Today we're gonna have a special cast on Spenducast. Could you guess it, Aska?
Let me try to guess. Is he a famous singer?
No. Could you guess it again?
Is he a dancer of a K-pop or something?
No, she's not. Could you guess again? I mean,
Is it my last chance to guess?
yeah, this is your last change.
Okay.
Guess it?
Is he from our nation?
No, she's from America. Could you guess it? I give you one more change.
Okay, thank you. Is he our beautiful English from Discord?
Yes, today we're gonna have a podcast session with Mrs. Michelle Lee from America.
We have a special message from our principals. To Mrs. Wendy Ari Puji Susati especially the time is yours. Okay, the next one we will have meet our special guest.
To Miss Michelle Lee, time is yours.
Let's talk first to our special guest and our principals, Mrs. Wendy.
Thank you, Miss Michelle. Okay, in our school, in junior high school Tubuduan, we had a special guest. Today we can talking about everything about her, and then in the school we hope can be collaboration. It's the collaboration, and then that volunteer in SMP and Tubuduran get more motivation and inspiration for our students in our school. Miss Lee is from California, and ini mudah-mudahan bisa berjalan dengan baik ya. Beliau akan berada di sekolah kita selama kurang lebih 5 hari gitu. Ini adalah kunjungan singkat ya di SMP Negeri Tubuduran dengan tujuan untuk perkenalan terhadap lingkungan sekolah, kemudian juga lingkungan masyarakat dan di lingkungan keluarga asuh yang nantinya semoga ini kita bisa melanjutkan kerjasama yang didukung oleh Biskop untuk program relawan asing turut mengajar di sekolah, especially in our school, just in Sidoarjo in junior high school Tubuduran. It's wonderful. It's very exciting. We hope we can together to improve our education. Okay, Miss Lee, we hope you're happy and enjoy in our school. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
It is a wonderful message from our principals, Mrs. Wendy. So next one, we are going to introduce our special guest, Miss Michelle Lee. The time is yours.
Yeah, hello everyone. Thank you, Ibu Wendy, for that introduction. Thank you for having me on the podcast. I'm very excited to be here. Like Bu Wendy said, my name is Michelle Lee. I am a volunteer from Peace Corps, and I will be at the school for 2 years teaching English. I am very excited to meet all the students. Peace Corps is helping us, train us to become teachers. So in my group there are 20 Americans, and we are each in a different school. So I'm here in Sidoarjo teaching, and I live in a host family. And right now I live in Mojokerto with a host family, but January I will move here and I will teach here. Yeah, I'm from California. I've lived there my whole life. Both of my parents are Vietnamese. They were born in Vietnam, but they immigrated to America. So my sister and I are born in America. And I'm very excited to share my American culture and to learn more about Indonesian culture. Thank you.
It is very meaningful for us. Okay, next one maybe we have a short talk before we start the podcast. Well, you have attended to our English class right now. What is your meaningful or your feeling after attending that?
Yeah, the students are very excited, which is very different from America. I think, in my perspective, I think students here are more excited to learn. And you are also very friendly with each other. You're very inclusive. You have a lot of activities together, and you laugh and play with each other a lot, which I love. The environment is very safe, and it's very sweet.
Thank you for the compliment and everything that you said. Next one, we will have the time to sharing with Miss Ali. We will have our special student here. It is Fazila Jomovic and Nadia. If you know, they both are the student of extracurricular English club, and one of them, Fazila Jomovic, have a lot of prestations in English academic. So, like 2 weeks ago, he achieved 2 place of news anchor. Okay.
Both of them are great in English, so you may comfortable to speak with me.
To Fazila Jomovic and Nadia Alibasyan, the times is yours.
Hello everyone, I'm Faza and I'm with my friend here.
Hello everybody, I'm Nadia Alibasyan.
And we are here to be the guest of Spenducast. We'll have a little small talk with our guest here, Miss Michelle. So, I have a few questions about the education system in the States. So, from my knowledge, from my life in the States, in some schools, maybe all schools, it's the students that move from class to class, like you move from chemistry to history, and then you move from history to English or something. But in here, it's for teacher that is moving, so we stay in our class, and then we just wait teachers to come in our class. Can you please tell me more about that system?
Yeah, so you're correct. The students move from different classes. I think it's for the teachers, so each teacher has their own classroom. So the teachers are able to have their own equipment and like decorate the class environment that the teacher makes for the classroom. So for example, if it's like art class, there are specific like art equipment, and they have like the students like paintings in the classroom. So sometimes the students can just leave their materials in that class, and then they can just move on to different classes, so they don't have to bring everything. And it's also less time for the teachers to prepare their materials, since they have it in their classrooms already. So we can start right away, because usually teachers teach a lot in their time frame. So they just want to have all the materials ready to teach.
If you would, I would like to ask Miss Lily a question. If you had the opportunity to come back to Indonesia, would you come back, and what would be the reasoning for it?
I think 2 years is also a good amount of time to get to know Indonesia. And I would come back to visit my host family again. come back and visit the schools again, I would definitely do that. And just explore more. Indonesia has so many beautiful places, like the volcanoes, the mountains, the beaches. I don't think I could ever get tired of being in Indonesia.
Yeah, why Indonesia?
So I wanted to come to an Asian country because I'm from Vietnam and I've never gone to Vietnam before. So I wanted to be in Asia to be close so that I could travel to there. But also Indonesia is a new place for me. I don't know very much about Indonesia and I wanted to learn a new language, meet new people, and learn about a different culture than Vietnam.
Glad to hear, because I'm sure there's a lot of different cultures and a lot of different people that are currently in Indonesia.
So, your parents come from Vietnam. Yeah. We both in Southeast Asia. Yeah. So, in America, in your household, do you still keep like some of the Asian values or Asian culture, day-to-day living or something?
Yeah, my parents are very strict. So I can't speak English in my house. I only speak Vietnamese. And my mom doesn't work, so she cooks Vietnamese food all the time. I don't eat out a lot. I also don't like American food very much. So I eat Vietnamese food all the time. And we always, celebrate Vietnamese tradition. For example, Chinese New Year, Lunar New Year, we celebrate. We also have the Moon Festival in the fall, so we eat moon cake and drink tea. We also have like anniversaries for our loved ones that passed away. So we usually have that every month. My parents keep the tradition a lot, and I really enjoy that. So I respect my culture a lot more, and I have more to share with other people.
Okay, that's glad to hear. And I also have one question. In your opinion, do you like Vietnamese food more or Indonesian food more?
I think they're both very good, but I do miss Vietnamese food. Yeah, I don't think one is better than the other, but I like how different it is. We have very similar ingredients with Vietnamese food, like we have peanut sauce and we have like similar spices and like the same vegetables, but Indonesian food is different. So that has been very interesting to try.
From the profile that they provided about you, that I've read that you have a bachelor's degree in sociology, yeah? But from the introduction that you have said that you are a sports teacher, yes, and you love badminton, but why did you pick sociology if you just a sports teacher and you love badminton, but they both are on the different branch, yeah?
Yeah, so during high school and university, during the summer, I would teach sports. So that was just a job I had only during the summer. So usually when parents go to work in the summer and the kids are not in school, they usually sign up for sports camps. So I was like a coach for that. But then when school was back in session from September to June, I would go back to university and I would study sociology. So I studied sociology because I also want to study health, so global health. I want to work in development. So similar work like the Peace Corps, like teaching English or helping with hospitals or the environment with climate change. So I want to travel and like do those types of projects. So that's why I chose sociology. But after Peace Corps, I'm going to go back to school and get a master's, and then continue doing similar work. So I think I like to have a good balance, academics and also sports.
From what I heard, you said you would like to help with the learning English and all of that. If it's like that, then why did you choose English?
So I wanted to be in the health sector, but in Asia, I think most Asian countries want to teach English. And teaching English is something I've never done before. This is my first time. So I was very uncomfortable about teaching English, but I think it's good to have uncomfortable experiences. I think if I had to choose English, teaching English would be my last choice. But I'm very grateful that I'm doing this because I think I can learn a lot of skills. And I'm meeting a lot of students, and I'm helping with something that Indonesia is asking for and what the students are asking for. So yeah, if I can be involved in whatever the community asks me, I'll do that.
So you teach sports in summer, but I heard that schools in America is art in summer. Yeah, why?
Yeah, so we have a break for every season. In America, schools usually start in August, and then we end in early June. So there's usually a 2-week break during December for the holidays, so for Christmas and for New Year's. And then we have a spring break in the middle, and then we have 2 months off in the summer. And that's just for the students to have a break, go on vacation, spend time with their family, and travel. So yeah, they have that break just to have time off from school.
Ask you, I hope it's not very too personal, but on that, you said for a summer break job, you would teach how to play badminton, right? Is that every summer, or do you take any vacation?
Yeah, my family doesn't travel very much, and I like to work. I like to make money. So every summer I try and find a job working at the camps because the time frame works. So usually I get out of school in June, and then they have the camp until August before the students go back to school. So it's just a good time period for me to make money. And it's also fun because I love being outside. I like being active. I can't stay at home. I don't like staying at home. So I work usually full time teaching badminton, volleyball, basketball, ping pong. I did that for 3 years, I think. And yeah, it's just a good way to make money and spend my time outside of the house.
Okay, thank you, Raditya. Maybe I want to question Miss Lee about my student and there is member of English department. How do you think about them, especially skill English? In this podcast, there are so many questions, and how do you think about them?
I think a podcast is a great idea. I am very impressed. I think you guys are very smart. I think your English level is a lot higher than I expected. And I'm very happy to be here. I think this is a great idea for you to practice speaking in English, and for the students to practice listening to English. Yeah, I would love to watch more and see what else you guys talk about. So yeah, thank you for having me, and I hope to come back.
Okay, thank you. I hope this commission can daily activity next maybe 2 years. All students can practice English every moment, and then we can improve skill speak English for our students and all people in SMPN2.
And so, dear friends, that's all for our podcast session today. Thank you for Mrs. Rainieri Pucci-Susanti for accompanying us, and also Miss Michelle Lee. By the way, how do you feel after the podcast sessions? Is it any spark after this?
Yeah, thank you for having me. This was so fun. I hope to come back and answer more questions, or if you want to learn more about American culture, yeah, please have me again. You guys are so smart, and your English is so incredible. So yeah, thank you so much. This was really fun.
Okay, thank you so much. When I am sitting there, I was like, oh, I hope I was the one that giving you a question. It seems really fun.
Yeah, we want to have a session talk with you. Like, we're really happy for you to be here. I mean, this is my first time talking to a real American. I'm really excited.
Okay, maybe that's all from our dear friends. I hope this session will be a fun thing to watch. When we will say Spenducast, we will say improving our speaking skills. Okay, let's repeat it again. If we say Spenducast, what will we reply as? Improving our speaking skills. Maybe Mrs. Wendy Abibudislati and Miss Missouri can repeat after us. Okay, let's count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Spenducast, improving our speaking skills. Okay. Let's also maintain our school. If we say Spenducast, answer with jaya, 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 luar biasa. Okay.
Could you do that, miss? Okay. Would you like to try once?
Yeah, let's try saying Spenducast and we will repeat after you.
Okay, Spenducast.
Jaya, 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 luar biasa.